welcome back to Madden 22's franchise hit mode, and this is real to Super Bowl 56, and this week we're going to Bank of America Stadium to face the Carolina Panthers, so let's get straight into it.
We've reached week 6 in the NFL as the Panthers play host to the Vikings. Minnesota goes for their 4th win in the last 5 against Carolina. And it's coming your way next.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Alright, we gotta win this game. We need to stay on top of the NFC North. Right now we're tied with the Bears at 5-1. So we need to keep winning.
Set to
we
go
need to stay up on top.
Of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
To do that, we gotta win games.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Like that.
The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
After the career that he's had in the NFL thus far, you get the sense that he was underrated coming out of college. Not just great intangibles, but the ability to make plays come alive, whether he's exiting the pocket or throwing from within the confines of it.
Are you
Line
sure
of
about
scrimmage,
that?
the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Make plays come alive.
Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
Running back.
Gets this one to midfield before he's brought
Running
down.
back Jefferson.
19 yards right off the bat and a quick 1st down.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
The former Cardinal Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins now from the 50. And
that's a good. I say that was a good
a top 5 team in terms of point scoring.
Good thing right there.
So when they're that high power, you gotta find a way.
We're gonna need my go-to play
because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Thaddeus Moss.
It's Moss complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 yards.
Give him 18 on the play. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you.
At least he got some
those
yards
extra
back.
DBs. He sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs.
Actually, not some yards. You got
big-time tackles.
Not some yards back,
receivers.
You know what I mean.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins now. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now In this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Second down and goal. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
That's what we wanted.
Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year.
Wait,
and the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
That is bad.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen when teams have scored a ton of points the week before. Very next week struggle to score, almost as if they used it all up.
Just like the game on Sunday.
Locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Yeah, right now I say the Vikings should be 2-0.
Not to
Get
return
screwed
it,
out
they'll bring it out to the 25. But here we go for the first time with the Panthers offense led out by their new quarterback for 2021 in his fourth season overall now after 3 with the Jets.
They're not.
Sam Darnold.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week. 2
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Oh, no.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Don't need that.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into
McCaffrey is gaining right now. He is
13 yards for the second play in a row. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
No, he's not getting anywhere this time.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's got to be a pass. This play has got to be a passing play.
Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He did fit that in
after
there.
the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Darnold completes it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone.
That should have been a
pick. But it's incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down
but that was
pass
also
play.
overthrown too. So.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Let's go. But just 3 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start
don't
their
want
next
to make
drive.
any
they have
bad
the game
plays.
here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Doing pretty good in the passing game.
Score after one.
Running game?
It's the NFL on EA Sports.
We need to get Dalvin cooking.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this is Cook with a grab.
Yeah,
and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, threw that a little too late.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Would be a good play. Quick slants? Yeah.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Cousins. And they'll get him down as
I'm not going to take that down.
I'm not taking that one. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
That's what we want from him.
And get the quarterback a really nice target.
Jukes and everything.
Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. In the NFL in 2020, only Derrick Henry had more yards after contact than Dalvin Cook, and runs like we just saw. That's why.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
That's how we do it.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Tackle made by the former Charger, Denzel Perryman. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side.
Adam Thielen.
And the Vikings are going to be
He
set
is
up
balling
with a
up
1st
now.
and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a 1st down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
Hurry up, Austin.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook.
And there we go.
Getting
Cook into the touchdown is what we needed.
Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Not a good game for me to be kicking.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want
Patrick
to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Patrick.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Darnold trying to fit it in the
Richard
ball,
Sherman.
Intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
Oh, they were. They
saved
saved
that.
that.
This one all the way back to the
25-yard
line.
I
Richard
thought that
Sherman
Richard
uses
Sherman
his
was going to be
veteran
gone.
savvy to come up with an interception there, and he still has plenty of ability out on the corner. He's the NFL's active leader in interceptions. Moved on from the Niners after 3 seasons, but thriving with a new ball club, and that veteran know-how comes into play one more time.
There we go.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch.
Everyone wants a good
you may
running
play
game.
outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going.
We're
and
in red zone
individually,
again, so that's
I
good.
don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
It does. It really does.
Now Cousins. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often
we don't want to go for a
that
field goal, but
because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
we gotta try to make the field goal.
And knocked it free.
We gotta try it. It's a chip shot too, so. And he missed.
He missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
But on the 20
attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked.
That should be where
That's
the ball
about
is
as bad a
placed,
miss as you can have.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
How do you miss a chip
shot? Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And now it's 2nd down. To the air again, Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I probably should have went for it.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And he missed
and
it.
This one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage.
Don't want to force anything.
There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Oh, my God.
And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
It's just been done bad.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. Defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, and they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
Cousins, what are you doing?
It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Can't even hit a freaking receiver now. What the fuck are you doing? Fumbling the ball, now can't hit no one.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Can't even run a play now.
On 3rd down, they've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner,
38.
This is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal.
That was short.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We start with the two teams who've gone the longest without playoff victories, a combined 59 years. Cincinnati taking on Detroit. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. From there, it's over to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Jones, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, we got to stop them.
A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
We got to win. We got to get started to win this.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20.
I know we're winning by 2 points, but not just 2 points. We need to be winning by a lot more.
out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing.
Sam Darnold.
I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, you're not going anywhere.
There by Richard Sherman.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up games like that.
3rd and 5 now.
Pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Might be a pass, or might be a run.
Target, and it's 3rd and 5.
I can see it being more of a pass than anything else.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Oh, Harry.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And Harry the Hitman got it into the end.
It's a touchdown.
Harry the Hitman.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He
Like,
didn't have
how
very
you
far to
throwing
go
it
before he
in the
gets to the
direction
end zone,
of
and he got
Harrison
there in a
Smith?
hurry.
That's the way you should not be throwing the ball. You know what? With how close the game is. Wait a minute. Okay, wait there. We gotta get 2 points.
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Cook, they'll try and run it. Fights loose.
And he's
He will
in.
get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
I feel better, kinda.
Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this
Not getting
across
that
the
far.
20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Right now it's a good position
This
for us.
Carolina
Good.
offense at the line, ready to go. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson. And they worked this
Peterson,
right
you got
upfield
burned.
across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. A big hitter to
How we
start the
want it.
drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the
McCaffrey's not going
49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Peterson
Now,
on this
meanwhile, a pass
guy.
that should have been intercepted,
Should have been.
and it winds up falling incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all
Peterson
game
should
long.
have had that.
And that's
He really
exactly what a
should've.
top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to
there we
execute
go.
offensively.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent
Sherman.
coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Panthers punter
It really
now,
wasn't.
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away.
Oh,
here.
that wasn't a bad
So
run.
possession
That was
goes
a bad
over
run.
here on the punt.
But-
and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive.
I had to try to
as
get
they
it.
take over
I had
1st and
to.
10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins on 1st down. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be
I
second
tried
down.
to get a good play going, but couldn't.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he'll go
Didi.
out near midfield
There we go.
at the 49. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
D.D. Westbrook, that is what we wanted from him.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's got room. And down to the 27-yard
Dalvin.
line. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27th. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side on target to
He wasn't
Thielen.
gonna get anywhere.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line
Thielen
before it's
wouldn't
all
have got
said and
anywhere,
done.
so-
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14
Usually,
yards and
I
another
always
first.
do the safe catches.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about
Come on,
3.
Cook, we need you.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Buying time to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Joseph's got it.
Oh, that's good.
That will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
He probably wouldn't. Now it's probably to where they're probably going to be going for it on 4th down now.
Over here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
Leverage
guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Really having trouble.
Darnold now to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
Can't get away from
not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds.
Would have had it.
First down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer.
They just need to run it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Cooking now.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
But
handoff comes to Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Injury timeout.
Whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up.
Let's try this play.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention
elsewhere. He was not covered.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Maybe I can get this.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
That was going to be.
On 1st down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
P2.
The coverage a little too good there.
P2's doing good now. He's been stopping
After the
passes.
incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what
at this point, if it's a 4th down, we just think that
they forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Open man is Anderson.
Did he get it?
Give him 19 there as the drive
marches
forward.
To the cameraman?
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He did. Wow.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. It completes it once more to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's almost to the final 2 minutes.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one drops down.
Oh, Sherman, good coverage.
Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it's going to be second down. Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It would have been a
The
pick.
Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Touchdown, Carolina.
Harry, he got
David
burnt.
Moore, his second touchdown on the season.
Harry
And
got
the
burnt.
Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long,
right.
go get it, big man.
Gotta go for the onside.
Stats, you'll see
Go for
that he
onside?
topped out
What?
at an even 21 miles an hour. And they will not get a chance to return
Right.
this
No,
one. It's
not-
through the
not
back
even
of the
giving
end
them that
zone for a
chance.
touchback.
Not giving them that
Minnesota's
chance.
offense takes over possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or fights through and now a crease?
I know it's a holding call. I think it's a holding call on Thielen.
Bounds.
Oh, Didi. I thought it was Thielen.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
2nd and
So the
11.
Vikings in possession of the football as we get you
We
reset.
need to try to get a first
They've
down.
got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a
holding
battle on your
too.
hands.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Which fucker is it? The major fucker.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside
Like-
the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a hold.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been
What is
catastrophic at
this?
this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Gets around him. A second fake. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
2 major holding
And
calls at
Panthers
the
will
end.
take
Like,
over
really.
in terrific field position.
In the actual NFL, that would not fucking happen. But
And after
it's the
a rough
Vikings.
start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
this is the ending of a game.
Now Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder
I
what
hope none of my
exactly is
guys
going
get
on.
beat.
Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Darnold. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in.
Now
Instead,
that is
it's
what we needed.
incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both
Not
timeouts,
quite over,
obviously.
but
But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early,
It's
meaning you
somewhat
want that
there.
play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's have
I
one
guess
more
the simple
play.
question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some
There we
people
go,
get a
Dalvin.
little greedy, trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
9 yards to pick up
Final
there,
play
and
of
it's a
the
1st
game.
down. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and in.
I didn't need to, but I wanted to.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So
Well,
for Minnesota, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
all right, well, this game, the ending of this game could have gone a lot better than it did, but if you guys liked it, smash that like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys.
Nah.
Oh, that is good.